This video is going to cover the general use of the system and little tips and tricks that you might find useful in displaying your products. The first thing we're going to cover is the order in which your items are being shown. This is directly resulting from the order that the CSV file or your Excel file is actually put into. So to show you a little example on this sample, on this test product line, I do have, for example, jackets, shorts, trousers, tops, dresses, and so forth. And I would like to group all those in order by products. So because it is quite a substantial file, I'm going to do this on the Excel file which was uploaded initially. So if I go into the Excel file, I have all my references here, the groups and the description and so forth. So if I wanted to do it by way of products, I might highlight this column here, and I will go to sort and filter in this case. And I continue in selection. Sort. So now, as you can see, I've got a belt here, blouses, camisas, whichever it is, they all being put in this order. So if I save this file and I upload it, when I now click on my all products, you'll see that all the order is actually changed. All my jackets are together, my tops, and so on. So this is the simple way of and this was the first product, which was the belt. So that is what we had here. So that's to show the stock in a different order. So now I'm going to go back to the way we had it before. So I've uploaded the file as it was before because we just started with a few of these items. As you know, I've not uploaded all the images corresponding to this demonstration site. So that was a simple way of just reorganizing all the data in a different order. It simply is a case of a running order. The next thing is, as you can see on this particular file, it is rather large, and basically we made it to be too big for people, for your customers and people to look through. So we have a feature which allows you to select a handful or however many products you choose to be displayed on this front page as they land on your system. And that will be shown with this little button here, which is called featured. So if you consider it to be like the window, and all the products will be inside the whole shop, but this would be like what you decide to put in your window. So I'm going to just show you quickly how this is done, and I'll show you very simply with one item. So if I just click on this reference here, if we can just demonstrate with just that one, that's 701. So what I'm going to do on this particular one is I'm going to edit the information data, and I'm going to put all so that I've got all my styles showing up. And as you can see, this was the dress that I'm trying to actually highlight. So in order to feature this item in our window, in the column group, and that will be the same whether it's done on your Excel file or directly on here, I'm simply going to put an exclamation mark in front of it, and I'm going to save this. And now if I exit and re-enter into our product, this is the only product now that will show, and that will be the dress that we have selected here. Of course, all the products are still visible by selecting all products here. So by putting an exclamation mark in front of a or a number of product or a selection of product, you basically have the ability to have a first window, a landing window, which bears a lot less products than your whole line. So that was one of the possibilities that you have. You might also have a problem in the production of certain items, and you want to temporarily put them out of your system. So in the same way as we did an exclamation mark for the dress, we're going to now exclude these shots here, and I'm going to go back to data editor, all, and these are the shots there. And in the font of the group, whether there's something written in that group or not is irrelevant. If it finds an exclamation mark, or in this case a hash number sign in front of this group name, and again this could be completely empty, it doesn't really have to have anything in it, and say this, when we refresh the page, that item has disappeared from the list. So rather than delete, you may prefer to remove an item temporarily, as it may be a problem of supply of materials that prevent you from really offering it for sale to your customers, but you may wish to reoffer it at a future date. So this is a method that allows you to simply remove on a temporary basis some products. So those were the two very easy tools that you have. One was offering us a featured option, featured or a window, but the other one was to remove an item temporarily. Another feature relates to the checkout section of the system. The checkout will display in this part all the items that have been ordered, together with any discount, if there is any shipping cost, tax, and so forth. The customer will enter order details on here, and if they ordered previously and they've got a business name that's quite recognizable, they can just put the exact same business name here and click on search client, and that will bring up the details so that they won't have to type them up again. Of course, they can modify any section, and then when it is saved, the updates will be saved automatically. But where I wanted to draw your attention was in this little section here, this little place. This is where you can have a little special message for your customers. And that message can be edited at any time. It will show on this page. It will also show on the email that they received with the order, the copy order, as well as yours. So you might use this to wish your customers some happy holidays, or just to advise them that you have some delays of production, or any other one-off, or just leave it blank as it is. But I'm going to show you how it actually works. So in your administration, you have this line here, special notice message, and you type whatever your message will be on here. It could be, for example, factory will be closed for summer holidays in August. As soon as your message is saved, it will start being displayed in this section. And again, that will be on the emails that the customers receive. You have a couple of options here as well, special instructions. Your customers might want to say, for example, please don't deliver on Mondays, we're pros, anything like that. Also, this allows them to upload a document, and as soon as the order is sent, all that information will be attached to the email you receive. Now, let's say you have been speaking to one of your customers, and you've been talking about this particular dress, and you'd like them to look at what the product looks like. You have this option here, which is called share. So once you actually share, a link is being created, and that link now can be sent in your message service like WhatsApp and so forth inside an email. And to show you how it works, as soon as that link is open, that page will open directly, and they will be able to see the product that you're referring to. You can also be preparing an order, or a customer can be preparing their order, but let's say you're taking an order over the phone, and you'd like to make sure that everybody is happy with what they have, or they've run out of time, they've not completely finished, and you want to save a draft of your order. So in this instance, we've got some items that we've placed on order here. You'd select safeguard, and you're going to give it a name, my order. Which means that if you now exit and want to come back to it later, you can, when you first enter into the system, click load safeguard. When it was called my order, as soon as you type a few characters, it will show up. So you just click on it, and the order will reappear here in its entirety. So that's one aspect that allows you to do a draft and continue later. But you may also have prepared an order, a suggestion of an order to your customer, and you would like to send this order to them so that they can actually view it. Also, we go back in administration, and we will pick Getter. a link from a saved card. So it was my order. So maybe query. So you now have a link here, which you can copy. You can put it this way or highlight it and so forth. And send it again by email or otherwise. And when it is actually sent to a browser, the order will actually appear here. And what we'll actually see is the display of just the items that were selected here, which were the items that were ordered. If we click on all products, everything will come back. But at any time, if you want to visualize what your order looks like, you can select this ordered option here. So that's another feature. It may be useful for you to know what your best sellers are in order. And we have a very easy tool for this. So I prepared a few mock orders for the purpose of this. And we just click on bestsellers. And as soon as we've clicked on that button, basically all the orders are compiled together into one. So if we click on the ordered button, it will give us a visual of what these products are. And you may notice that this is the same image, but in actual fact, they differ in that they differ because when we look in the actual cart, we will notice that both the items are here, but one is in color 02, whereas the other one was in color 03. So this chart will actually give you a breakdown that takes into account the variations that you may have. Also, if at this stage you wanted to extrapolate that data and bring it to a spreadsheet of some kind, you would just literally continue with the process and send yourself the order, because alongside the orders comes an Excel file which you can then utilize in whichever way you want to extrapolate all that data and bring it to your own stats. So let's say for example that we have set a minimum quantity per reference in our ordering criteria, and let's say we've place that this should be a minimum of 5 of these particular jackets to be accepted as an order. So if the customer only wants 3, so let's say it's 3 of this, a message will come up telling them that that minimum hasn't been reached. But you have a special relationship with that customer and you've agreed for them to try on that particular reference to try to only have 3. So it's something that you probably would do behind the scene rather than like reveal on the little trick to your customer. You would simply put the items that the customers want. So in this case, it was those 3, and then in the next box, you just make sure you reach a minimum of 5. So it had now been accepted, but you can override this in the next section, which is the shopping cart here. Here you can actually turn that into a 0 and it will accept it and it will continue with the order with 3. So there's a little secret override that you should be aware of. And that's it. That's quite a number of little tips and tricks that you're now aware of. You can always come back and view this video. and you may yourself decide to use things in a different way that is useful. You could, for example, on your entry page here, as I've explained earlier on, you could actually have any text that you want here, any images. Here you could also have a form that people need to download to create a customer form. Um, you can basically use the system as you see fit. There's a lot of flexibility in the system. If there is anything that you feel it is missing, of course, do not hesitate to let us know. Thank you very much.